Hello and welcome to my LEGO Mindstorms EV3 tutorials. Today I will be doing an advanced tutorial focusing on the sensor block. So let me just start up my project. Loading. Okay, so the sensor block would be the yellow section. Since there are, I added one, the ultrasonic. Since there are defaultly 6 sensors, I'll be splitting them into half. Actually, in this first tutorial, I'll be doing 3, including the ultrasonic sensor, and then the other 4 in a later tutorial. And then once we get those 2 done, then we'll go to data, operations, and then the advanced section. And then I'll have a little tutorial on that. So that'll be the advanced tutorials. The last couple tutorials we covered what these 3 meant, not really what these mean, and all of this, and then how to use the actual program. So let me start off by explaining why the ultrasonic sensor is there and why probably in your program it's not there. Is because in the starter kit you don't come with the ultrasonic sensor, so LEGO's like, well, why would you need the code block? You can buy it separately at like Mastermind or Toys R Us or something like that, but it doesn't come with the starter kits. So if you do buy it, then you will have to download it from the LEGO Mindstorms website, which I'll put a link in the description. So yeah, I'll explain the ultrasonic sensor, the infrared sensor, and the motor rotation today. First, I will start off the infrared sensor, so let's just drag that up. We will be using mostly measure, not compare. Compare is a true or false, which is kind of useless. In more advanced code combinations, we will be using this, but today I'm not going to explain it. So let's start off with proxy. So this is, I think, a value from 0 to 255. What this does is, as the infrared sensor gets closer to, let's say, a wall or some sort of object in front of it, the proxy decreases. So if you wanted it so that, let's say, as it gets closer to a wall, it makes the motor slow down, then just do this. So you drag the proxy, and then you go there, and you do that again for the second time. And as if it's not seeing anything, there's nothing in front of the infrared sensor, the proxy will be 255. And as it gets connected over here, it will change the maximum power to 100, since you can't go to 250. And as soon as it detects something, once it goes down past 100 proxy, then it'll start decreasing the motor speed. So it'll eventually slow your robot right until it gets close to the object. So that's perfect for, like, if you're trying to build like a smart robot where like it's not remote control and it kind of has its own brain. So that's one use. I will explain the other 3. So measure beacon. The heading is what angle your remote. So if you take out the remote control, you can notice that there's channels. You can pick whatever channel. I would always go with 1, because 1 is the default of all the code blocks that use the like beacon. The heading is the angle that the infrared sensor is picking you up on. So like hold on, I'll zoom in. So like, let's say you're on the left side and you're right beside it, it would be like over here. And you can use that so that and the proxy is just like what I explained, and detected is if it detects the remote or not. You can use this so that like the robot chases you, as long as you have the remote, obviously. You can use this for to try and run away from you, stuff like that. We'll be using all these different parts in a code combination, which is coming up. So yeah. Measure remote is basically just like the button ID, and there's really not a whole lot to use. Like, yeah, there's not a lot of uses. So that's the infrared sensor. Next we'll go to the motor rotation. Okay, so degrees. So you can like hook it up so that whatever degree your motor is, you can have it so that like that's the way it turns. Like if you attach your motor to like an infrared sensor, and your infrared sensor is like a radar and it's searching for things around it, you can have it so that like it turns. Now that's not really a perfect code combination, but that's like one use for it. Reset, obviously, like it resets the motor rotation. Measure rotations is exactly how it sounds, the amount of rotations the motor has gone through. This can be used for like measuring like how far the robot has gone. And current power is the amount of power your motor is using. Make sure that it's on the same port as the motor you're testing for. If your robot has two motors, you would have to use two, because as you can see, it only picks one. So yeah, that's motor rotation. The ultrasonic sensor. Now, if you don't have this, you can end the video right now. But if you do have this, I would listen, because and I would buy the ultrasonic sensor, because the ultrasonic sensor is quite useful. It is basically like a glorified infrared sensor, just it's way more accurate. Now, I think, and I'm not 100% sure though, that if you have a pet in the house, this might bug it, because it sends out, instead of infrared light, it sends out sound waves at different frequencies than the human ears can hear. So, yeah, so let's see what it does. So again, this is just like the proxy, except you're actually measuring in centimeters. Again, it's a lot more accurate. Advanced, that'll be in later tutorials, along with the compare. Distance centimeters is just like the last one, just it's in inches. Again, you can hook it up to your motor, just like I explained for the infrared sensor. And present, so this is a true or false, 1 or 2 answer, or like reply. If anything's detected in its range, then it goes true, and if it leaves, then it's gone false. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you get how everything works. I will be for this one, this sensor block, this one, and this one, I will be doing a later tutorial. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.